This episode isn't about how festive Chinese New Year looks. It's about what New Year behaviors reveal about the core of Chinese culture. Many foreigners think Chinese New Year is relaxing, family, food, celebration. But culturally, it works more like a yearly responsibility checkpoint. Money, family, success, relationships. Everything gets reviewed at the same time. That's why, for many Chinese people, Chinese New Year is actually the most exhausting time of the year. People don't feel rested after the holiday, they feel drained. And that's what we are going to unpack today. To understand this, we need to look at what actually happens during Chinese New Year. When someone who's been working and living away from home returns, they are not just visiting family, they are stepping back into a collective, the family as a group. And in this setting, certain things almost always happen. People will ask about your job, your income, your relationship status, whether you plan to have children. These questions are not random small talk. They're all about one thing. Is your life going the way it's supposed to? And during these conversations, there is very little room to push back. You can explain, you can smile, you cannot. But openly disagreeing is rare. At this point, I'm not judging this. I just want you to notice something. This doesn't work like a typical personal conversation. That's because these conversations are not happening on an individual level. They are not different relatives sharing personal opinions. They are the collective speaking to the individual. This is very important. Please don't interpret this using an individualistic English-speaking mindset. If you do, you'll completely misunderstand what's happening. In a collectivist culture, one core expectation is responsibility to the group. Chinese New Year creates a socially accepted moment where the group can clearly express its expectations, and the individual is expected to listen. And there is a second requirement. After listening, the individual is expected to prove compliance. The clearest way to do that is money. Red envelopes, cash gifts, financial contributions. In this system, money is not just a generosity. It is proof that you are still part of the collective, that you are still fulfilling your role. This is also why younger people often feel ashamed when they can't give much. It's not about being cheap. It's about feeling like you are failing the responsibility test. Traditionally, Chinese society was built almost entirely around collectivism. But today, something important has changed. Many young people now live far from their hometowns. They build lives centered around themselves, their careers, their relationships, their personal goals. This shift isn't a conscious cultural choice. It's a natural result of how life itself has changed. So now we have a tension. An old collective system is still operating, but more and more individuals can no longer fully fit into it. And when a system built on obedience meets individuals who value autonomy, conflict becomes almost unavoidable. That's why Chinese New Year has become a time of arguments, emotional pressure, and in some cases, people choosing not to go home at all. So, Chinese New Year isn't exhausting because of celebration. It's exhausting because it concentrates an entire year's worth of expectations, comparisons, and responsibilities into just a few days. Understanding this doesn't mean agreeing with it, but it does help explain why a holiday meant for happiness can feel so heavy for so many people. If you found this explanation interesting, and I want to see more concrete examples of what people actually do during the holiday. I highly recommend checking out the previous episodes. They go into the specific behaviors and traditions that make Chinese New Year what it is. I'm Eva, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.